Hi guys, so today we'll be looking at how we can add a blog to our already existing website. So I'm going to take you through the process of creating a blog page, adding it to our menu, then we are going to be putting in some posts and articles to our blog. Then we are going to customize this blog page to look professional and functional. So I promise you by the end of this video, you will have a beautiful and a functional blog page for your website. Okay, so if it is that what you are looking for, what are you waiting for? Let's dive in. Okay, so now we are on our WordPress dashboard. The first thing we have to do is to create a page. We want to have to create a page for our blog. So we go to the page and we go to create new page. All right, next is that we're going to type in the name. So we're going to write blog as the name of our page. Then we'll click on publish and we'll publish again. Then we have to wait for a few moments for it to be live. All right, now our page is live. All right, then the next step is for us to put this our page on our menu. All right, we want it to appear when we open our menu, our website, we want it to appear on our menu. All right, so we go to appearance and we go to menus. All right, right here you see by the right hand side, you see that we have our menus currently. Then I want to add the page we just created right here. So that is the page. So we click on it and add. So I move it up a little bit so that it will be above the contact page. But if I drag it like this, that means it's going to be a child of the top menu. But that is not what we want. We want it to be a menu of its own and not a sub menu. All right, so let's go back to our website and we refresh it. Yes, as you can see, our blog is already here. But when we click on it, you see right here, there is nothing on it. The reason is that our post is not picking up this page as the blog post. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to go over to settings. Okay, go to over to settings and go to reading. So here we have to select the static page first. Make sure your static page is selected. Then the post page. Right here we have the post page. We have to select the page we already created, which is the blog. So we have to make WordPress know that our post is supposed to display on this particular page. Okay, so that is what we'll do. So currently now all our posts will be displayed on that page we just created. So let's move over back to our website and let's see, we already have a sample post already installed by WordPress. So let's check if it is displaying from the blog page. Okay, as you can see, the sample post is here on our blog. So that means our post is now displaying on the page we just created. So we are going to go back to our post and we delete the sample post that is there. So we're going to delete it and we're going to be putting in some posts, because for us to be able to see how our blog posts work, we need to have content, we need to have posts. So I will go to the post, sample post I have, and I will trash it. Okay, then I'll go to my trash and I will delete the post permanently. All right. So the next step now is for us to add some posts to our blog. Okay. For us to understand fully how this our blog will look like, we need to have some content on it. So I have already compiled some articles that we're putting up on the post. All right. So now we have a clean slate. So we're going to start by adding a post. So I click on the add new post. And right here, we are going to supposed to add a title and our content. So I already have a blog articles that I have here. So we are going to use them. So I'm going to copy the heading and I'm going to paste it here. Then I'll go back and copy the body. So I'm going to copy the body right here and I'll go back to my post. And I'll paste it here. So right now we already have the content of our blog. So that is our first post. That's our first post. So we are going to publish it. I'm going to click publish again twice. Okay. So now our post is live. Now our post is live. Then the next thing we have to do is to add the we're going to add what we call the featured image. So when our blog post display, what image will it display with? Okay, so we're going to set the featured image. I'm going to upload one. I have one on my computer, so I'm going to upload one. All right, so this is the one I want to upload, so I'm going to upload it. All right, for SEO purposes, I'm going to give it a name. All right, I'm going to copy the name and also paste it as the alt text. Then I'm going to set it as the featured image. So right now, our featured image is set. Then the next thing you have to do is to put a category. So we want our post to have a category. This is what you do whenever you create a post. At least let it have at least one category. Okay, so I'm going to click on add new category. Then I'm going to add a category which is graphic design tip. That is going to be the category that this post will be under. So I'm going to type it, then I'm going to add category. So right here we see two of them are checked, but I'll uncheck this one and leave only the graphic design tip. So that is the category I want this post to be. Then you can also add some tags. Tags are very essential when you want to sort your posts. You can use tag to sort posts. So you can add tags here. Tags that are related to your post, you can add them here. So now I've finished adding the tags. Then I'll click on save for it to save our post again. All right, so I click on save. So now our post is saved. So let's see how our post will look like. So I open it in a new tab. So that is how our post will be displayed. Very nice and professional, I think. Right down there, you see we have the comments, and here we have our post with the metadata, the date, and the author. All right, so that is our first post. All right, so let's go back to our website and see how it looks from our blog page. So this is how our blog page looks. As you can see, you see the featured image that we put, the tags, the meta tags are there. You see the headings. So all this we will still customize them, but this is how it is looking at the moment. So with one post, we wouldn't know exactly how this thing look like. So let's see how many posts we can add. So let's add other posts. and see how it will look after that. All right, so as you can see, we have two posts right here on our blog, looking beautiful, right? Okay, so I will go ahead and add other posts, and I will see you when I'm done. All right, so I've already added extra posts to our blog page, and as you can see, we have at least we have up to 7 of them. So we have 7 blog posts right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my website and let's refresh the website and let's see how our blog page is looking. So I click on the blog. Okay, so this is how our blog is looking like. So we have the category here, the title, then we have the featured image, and we have an SR, and we have the metadata here. All right, so it's looking nice, but we still need to do more. Let's customize this our blog page. Okay, so at this junction, I would like to plead with you, please do subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to our channel, please like the video, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I make a post, you will be the first to get it. Thank you. All right, so we go to the blog and we go to our dashboard, we go to the appearance and we go to customize. So now on the customize page, we go down and we look for, so here is our blog post. So to see what we are doing, we have to open the blog. So let's click on the blog to open it. All right, so let's click on start with the blog page. So let's start with the blog posts. Okay, so the first thing we have here is a blog title. So if you want the title to appear here, you can click on it to make it to appear. So we have a blog, the title written here, but we don't want that. Okay, personally, I don't want that. So let me just turn it off. Then the next thing we have here is we have how our website will be, the layout of our blog. So we have the simple. So this is how the simple looks like. All right, so we have the classic. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, and then we have the grid. The grid is okay. All right, but personally, I like this enhanced grid. Okay, because it adds flexibility to the layout. Okay, so you have 2 columns here and we have 3 here and we have 2 again, so it kind of adds flexibility to the layout. So that's my personal, all right, so that's my personal preference, but you can also choose any of these. Then we go down to, so we have number of posts. So how many number of posts we have once per page? I think 10 is okay, so let's leave it at 10. Then we'll come back to the card options. Then we go to the page elements. Okay, we want pagination. Of course, we want it to be have pages that we can move from page 1 to page 2. Then we don't want it to be infinite scroll. But if you turn it off, that means we'll have an infinite scroll. That means all your posts will be on one page. Okay, but if you turn this on, that means your posts, assuming, because now we are not seeing the pages because we said we want 10 posts per page. So our page has only 7. So assuming we have like 11 posts right here, we see the page that is listed here that we can go from page 1 to page 2. Okay, so I prefer to leave the pagination on. Then we have the sidebar. So the sidebar looks like this. Okay, so the sidebar looks like this, where we have our posts will be here and some other contents will be here. Like you can search for a post, you can see the recent posts here, you can see the recent comments here, you can see the archive, you can see the categories right here. This is beautiful. All right, this is beautiful, but my personal my personal opinion, I don't think it's taken away from the blog page itself. So for the blog post, I always turn my sidebar off. But then again, you can choose to do whatever you feel makes your site looks more professional. So I turn it off, and okay, then let's move over to the card options. The card option. So this card option is all about this here. That is each individual post on our blog page. So now the type is unboxed. So let's see if it is on simple. Let's see how it looks. So it doesn't have this border around it again. Then if it's on cover, this is how it looks. So the text are overlaid on top of the image. Sorry, on top of our featured image. This looks a little bit weird, but you can choose to also change the text color, maybe change it to white, and maybe add an overlay text background on it, maybe white, and now use this color, a black color on it. But I don't think this is what I want. I think I will still go back to my box. So the box is looking okay for me. Then we move over to the card elements. Here we see we have post meta, we have title. So this is how these elements are arranged here. This, our meta, is this, the graphic design tips. The title is this, the featured image is this. This is our SR, that is the content, a brief content of our blog posts. Then we have the post meta, which is this. So you can choose to rearrange this, like you can take the title and put it beneath the featured image like this. Okay, so you can choose to do something like this, or you can choose to turn them off. You can choose to turn this off. Maybe you don't want the dates to be showing so that people will not know when this article is being posted. So you can just turn the post meta off. So it's no longer here. Then you can choose to turn any one you want to turn off. You can choose to turn it off, or you can choose to rearrange this. So what I will do here is I want to turn off the post meta. I want to turn off the SR. I want to turn it off. I want to have a clean blog post page. I want to have a clean blog post. So I will turn it off, and okay, it's looking good. Maybe I will still take my title here. Okay, so the title is right here, and what I want to do again is to turn on this read more button. I want to turn on this read more, so I have this read more. So whenever someone comes on our website and sees this, normally if you click on this, any part of this, it will open. But the read more also is a call to action. It also makes them to click on it. So I would want to turn it on. For the read more, you can, if you click right here, there are other options for this. Okay, even if you click on the featured image, you can see there are other options that you can do. You can change the sizes of this image. So you can also customize individual elements, like the read more button. It's on background. We can put it on outline like this, but because my text color is kind of the contrast is not showing. So let me see simple. Okay, simple, just write it the same thing because the contrast is not that visible. So let me put it back to background. And okay, so I prefer this. Let me leave it this way. And you can also change what it's written here. If you can change learn more or see more, so you can change it. Then you can turn on the arrow, okay, to show an arrow. This arrow, okay, so you can turn it on and turn it off. I want to leave my own on. All right, so if you go down here, you can see the button spacing. So you can decide to space the button a little bit further, okay. So I don't want, I think 25 is okay. Okay, 25 is okay. Then we can go down to the card gap. So we can decide to make it to shift a little bit. Okay, so we can make that is the padding on the cards. So we can, so if we reduce it, that means they will be a little bit closer. and if we shift it, it would be a little bit further. So I think 60, no, 60 is not okay because we have a lot of space here. So let's reduce it to probably 35. So 35 seems good. Okay, so we can also do the inner spacing, but I think overall this is okay. So whenever you are done with your this, you can just publish it. Okay, so we are on general, then we can go to the design tab. Here you can change the color, the font family, so you can change the fonts, so you can change the font weight, the fonts you want to use, so you can change another font. But I prefer to leave it because I already set my font on my global fonts. So you can click on the design, and here you can change the title font. This is the title font. You can change the color of the title, this one. So this is the color and this is the hover color. So when it's hovered over, you see it changes to this color. Then you can change the meta fonts. This, you can change the color and the hover color too. The button too, you can change the button here. You can change the button, the font color, the hover. Okay, so you can change all these things right here. But the way I've already changed these on my global font and global color, so I won't do it here. But you can choose to do it right here. Okay, so that is how you do it. Then when you are done, click on publish. So we go back. So let's look at our blog page again. So this is how it looked before. This is how it looks before. Let's refresh it. Okay, so this is how it is looking now. Perfect. All right, so let's go back and do more customization. So the blog post is okay now. So let's go back and let's go to single post. All right, so this single post is whenever you open your post like this, individual posts. All right, so this is how it looks. So this is our blog post looks like. So we can customize this particular place. That is what we call the single post. So right here we have it's on general, sorry, it's on narrow width. So we can decide to choose this. Let's see how this will look. Normal width. This one extends it too far, the edges. So we have just small margins. Then we have the one that has left sidebar here, and we have the one that have the right sidebar here. Okay, so here we have our posts here and the search bar here. Personal opinion, I think I like to put a sidebar for this because someone might come to read an article and I decide after reading the article, I decide to click on another one from here or click on a category from here. So it is okay to put a sidebar. So I will leave the sidebar. Okay, so we have the wide content area. We can keep it unboxed like this. I think boxed is fine. So I will leave it unboxed. And so we have the content where you can customize this, but I prefer to leave it top and bottom. So let's leave it this way. Then the post elements. Do you want our featured image to appear here? So whenever we open our blog post, so if you turn this on, that means you will see the featured image, something like this. Before someone read your post, the featured image will show. Then you can decide to turn any of these on. The post tag. So if you create your blog page, you can add a tag to it like we did before. So you can decide to put the tags here. So the tags will be displaying right here. Okay, so the tags will display. Okay, these are the tags, so you can see the tags. Then you can also turn on the share box, so someone can, this is my favorite, I think I prefer turning on this share button so that someone might read your article and decide to share it. It's a way to promote your articles. Okay, then the author box, I will not want to turn it on because I'm the only person that is posting articles on this site, so I'll turn it off. Okay, so the author box is off. Then you can turn on the post navigation. You can go through the recent post, the previous post, the next post, just like this. We can move from here to here. Okay, I think it can be okay depending, but I wouldn't want to give a lot of options for a single blog post. So let me just turn it off, and that's how I will leave the share box. I would turn off the tag. I will turn off the featured image because I don't want them seeing this image before they start reading the article. Okay, so we can also do something about individual elements that we've already turned on. So you see, when you turn this on, you see there is an arrow that is pointing here. So it means, like the share box, we can click on this arrow and we can customize the share box from here. So let's move down so we can see the share box. So this is what we have here. So we can go down and we can choose individual places we want this thing to be shared on. So we can either add more. So if you want, let's say for instance you want thread, so you can click on thread and we'll click on this plus button to add it. Okay, so as you can see, it's already added here. Or we can just remove. I don't want this. I don't want to be shared on Pinterest. I just want it to be shared on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So this is fine by me. So this is how it works. So let's see what else we can do. Then the icon size, we can decide to pump it up. Okay, pump it up a little bit. So we can increase the icon size and we can decrease it so we keep it the way we want. Then we can choose to bring this closer to the text, the space in between, or bring it further away. So it depends. So I want to, let me put it back. Let me put it at 50. Okay, so what else can we do here? What else can we do? What else can we do here? So let's go to the design. So for this design, we can choose to customize. If you look at when we are hovering over this, you see it's what we're having is a blue color and a black. So you can choose to take another color. So when we hover over it, you see the color changes. So when we are done with this, we publish it. So let's go back to our blog and see. So let's refresh it. All right, so let's open an individual post. Let's open a single post. So you see, this is how it looks. So this is perfect. I like what I'm seeing. So now we have our blog post, our single post here by the left hand side. Then we have a sidebar which we can navigate through. Okay, so we can decide to, okay, we say maybe I want that to see articles about WordPress, so I can decide to click on it. And so these are, we only have 2 articles on WordPress, so we can just click on it. All right, so this is the category that we just opened, which is WordPress. And this will take us to the next customization we're going to be doing, and which is we're going to be customizing. So we go back. So we've customized our blog post, we customized our single post, then the category page, which we are currently on now. So this is the category page. So we are going to customize this category page. So how do we want it to look? So if you see, it is taking our grid shape, but I want to also use the enhanced grid so that it will be uniform. So I will click on enhanced grid. So that's what I want to do here. And I go to the card options. Because if you go here, you see that it still have the same option, default option it had before. So let's also customize it the same way we customize our blog post. So let's remove the post meta, and what else are we going to do? Let's turn on the read more button. Okay, let's also turn on the arrow. I think that's all. Let's publish it. Okay, let's see whether we got it right. Okay, see. All right, so this is how we want it to look. So the category page is also mirroring our blog post page. So you can decide to play with this. You must not use all the options I use there. You can decide to play and see what works for you. Okay, so look at the blog post, the single post, the category post, then you customize them according to your taste. All right, guys. So if you have any question or any comment, please use the comment section. Ask me your questions, and I will do well to reply you. I promise you that. And perhaps you are looking for how to build a complete website. I have a video where I teach a complete course on how you can build your website from start to finish using the Blocksy team. Okay, so if is that what you are looking for, check out my video. Until then, guys, stay creative.